Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers and thank you so much to the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us because we are a big group getting there anyway, and I'm very appreciative to every single one of you and to all the beautiful comments in the groups and the comments in general on here. Thank you so much to everybody. I can't believe that we're growing like this much already. Just the other day, I started this channel, and it took its time before it started rolling. And once it hit that 1,000 subscribers, I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. I was so happy, so excited. There was 1,000 people that really enjoyed my pieces. Now we're nearly 3,000 people. I mean, oh my goodness, this is so overwhelming. I thank you so much, everyone. I'm very grateful and humble and thank Jesus every day for this beautiful opportunity to be able to share my art, of course. So, we are going to create a table runner, a doily, whatever you want to call it, wherever you want to use it. I've been designing it and creating it for a few days. Actually, I have like 4 projects going on at the same time, designing different things and see which ones I like or how I work about. So I launched a video on this. I call it a flower if you want to put it that way. This is baby blue, and then I have the 2 colors mixed, the blue and the darker blue, navy blue, and baby blue. And I had put it to the test to alternate colors to see how I would like them. And they're very, very, very nice. So I was working on this table runner, if you want to call it, and I made it a little bit different than usual. So I put my colors up front. I know it's too small for you guys to see, but I put 3 colors in the middle only, and it starts in a triangle, 1, 2, and then 3, and then it goes down from 3. And I didn't make a big one. I wanted to test it out, and it came out pretty nice. I'm very happy and comfortable with it. So I did 3 rows of 3, and then 2, and then 1. And I'm doing the same thing here, 2, and then 1, which I finished. Now I was just working on the edge to see how I liked the edge. And this is what I came up with. And I'm still working on it. The rest I'll do the tutorial on. So I'm pretty happy with it. I hope you're going to enjoy this tutorial, and I hope you're going to create this beautiful piece. And thank you so much again. This is 100% cotton thread. It's 4-ply, meaning 4 strings, for those of you that keep asking what's a 4-ply. Needle number 3, you will need, I say needle because there is no translation for hooks in Portuguese. We all call this needles. And a smaller one for tucking in loose ends, and of course a pair of scissors. So as you see, I have this gorgeous, gorgeous purple, and it's a peach salmon. In the camera does not give its justice on the colors, so it's way much more beautiful in person. I will leave the information about this. This is out here in Europe. A lot of you keep asking me, where do I get my threads? So all the information will be below. You can get information from there. If it's worth your time to see, and as far as price goes. Now I know this is not expensive at all, but it can be expensive to ship it overseas. So it's a question of being informed and see if it's worth it. So we're going to get started on this, people. I might have to go to video 2 because this app takes too much memory, and I cannot record so much on it. I always have to split my video, so I apologize for that until I can come up with a better app and can support more timing on each video. So thank you so much, everybody. We're going to get started. Thank you again. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the magic circle. Just put it over and grab your string from the back, bring it to the front, put your circle in position on your finger to start doing the chain. So chain 3 inside of this magic circle, we're going to do 24 double crochets, and that's including already with chain 3. Okay, I already did a tutorial on this, but I'm going to redo it again while I'm doing the pieces. Some people prefer it that way, but if you want to use this separately for other things, then the tutorial is out on this. Another thing that I've noticed on my statistic from YouTube channel, because they give me all the prognosis on it, 70% of you are creating my pieces without being subscribed. It's like, it's free, people. Help to grow the channel like, you know, everybody else that's already part of it. 70 people, that's a lot of people. Not 70 people, 70%. It's a lot of people creating these pieces. So instead of going into 3,000 people subscribed, which I am very grateful for, we could have been nearly at 5,000 people. What a fantastic thing. So please do subscribe. You are creating it. It's for free. You're not getting paid for. I mean, you're not paying for it. It's nobody's charging you anything. Help out the channel, please. Thank you so much. Okay. So do your 24 double crochets, and we're going to close it with slip stitch on the 3rd chain from the 3 chains we went up. Okay. I'll meet you at the end. So we did the 24 chains. I'm just going to pull on the magic ring here a bit, and I'm going to close it on the 3rd space with a slip stitch. Now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 chain. On the same space, incomplete double crochet, and another one incomplete double crochet. So we're going to have 3 double crochets. We're going to close it together. 2 chain separation. We're going to skip a space, and we're going into the next space and do the 3 double crochets and complete again. So always on the same space and 2 chain separation. We're going to do this all the way around, skip 1 space into the next one, and we're going to lock it in on the 3rd chain with a slip stitch. Okay, so row 2, 1, 2 space separation, skip a space, go into the next space and do 3 double crochets and complete, and then close it all at once together. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. So we've done our 12 groups. Now I'm going to pull in the magic ring from the back, and it's going to close up that circle. Okay, now we've closed in with a slip stitch. We're going into the space, this big space in between the groups, and do chain 3. Again, we're going to do 3 double crochets and complete, and close it together. 1, 2, 3 chain this time, into the next space, double crochet, again incomplete 3 times. So we're creating the same groups with 3 chain separation, and into the next group, next space I should say. So I'll meet you at the end. Very simple. I know the camera doesn't do justice on the colors here, but it's gorgeous. I've come to the end. I'm going to go where we closed in all the stitches, the double crochets together, and close it in with slip stitch. Now I'm changing colors, so I'm just going to tuck this one in. Now in the back, I know it's kind of hard to see, but in the back we're going to tuck this one in between all the stitches back here, and like this your work is secure. Nothing will ever come apart once you wash it, or you give it to somebody as a gift, or you're selling it, whatever the case may be. Just make sure you don't sell it for that cheap either, because these pieces are, you know, they're worth their money. It's a lot of work into them, and you know, it's precious, you know. It's not like it's machine made, it's handmade, and it's all like, I've been breaking my head a few days with it to bring out a nice pattern for you guys. Sometimes it's not easy to create certain patterns and become different than everybody else, you know? You really have to work that brain and take it down and redo it and take it down and redo it. Like, I can't even count how many times. Sometimes I can get lucky and get it on the first shot when my ideas meet my hands, you know, but when they don't, it's kind of complicated. Okay, so I'm going to change colors on that. Okay, everyone, so now we're going to make a slip stitch knot. We're going to go in any space, doesn't matter where, and we're going to do a single, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. We're going to create groups of 3 double crochet, 2 chain separation, and 3 more double crochet. So very simple. Now, of course, you can do your pattern all at the same color, or you can do the center like I did. I used on the other pattern 3 motifs with purple. This one I'm only going to use 2. I'm going to make a smaller one because where I'm going to put it, I just need that size that I have, and this one I don't need something that big. It's going to go in the hallway entrance in my little table. There's the upper level and the down level, which is small down. So I'll put that there. Okay, so you do this all the way around. So 2 groups of 3 double crochet with 2 chain separation. Very simple. Per space, or should I say per square. Like that, inside of the squares all the way around, and then we're going to close in on the 3rd space here with a slip stitch. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much closed in with the slip stitch, and I've started another one. So now we're going to attach these 2 together. So you do your 3 double crochet, 1 chain. You'd come in the center, in the middle of any of these, close it in, and do your 3 double crochets. Come into the next space, do your 3 double crochets again, 1 chain, coming back to back. I'm in the center of the other one, single, and your 3 double crochets. And then you proceed to finish up your groups all the way around on this row until we're ready to add the 3rd one. Now, I'd like to add the middle piece first because then it's easier for me to start adding up top. Okay, so finish your round and close in with the slip stitch. If you're creating another color, then do your 3rd one depending upon the size you would like. If you like it really big, then you just keep adding in the center. Okay, so I'm going to finish my 3rd one, and I'm going to add it the same way as this one. So it's going to come over here. Not the 3rd one, I'm only doing 2, sorry, but the other one I have is 3. Okay, so I'm going to finish this one, and then we're going to start by the edge. Okay, you guys, so I created my other one. Now I'm ready to attach, to start my triangle and the edge. So I am going to attach these 2 here because this one is going to take 2, and then the other one is going to take only 1. So it's going to be 1, 2, and then 3. So I'm going to start these 2 here because these 2 will be the second one that will be attached. So I'm going to grab here, and continue to do my 3 double crochet into the next space. and then one chain, and then come into the next. Just checking that I didn't put in the wrong place, because sometimes you just don't know. My hands are stretched. I'm trying to look through the camera at the same time, make sure that it's all in place. I mean, this is not easy recording this stuff, you know. Sometimes the lighting is horrible, and you know, you try to adjust the lighting as much as you can to get everything on camera properly and brighten enough. So I went out and got myself a round LED light to get it more clarity on it. Okay, so basically this is going to stay like this, and then let's just say example, this is just an example, and then the other one would be here. So you'd attach it here and here, and you'd have the two, and then we have only one to put here. Okay, so that gives you an idea. So after you attach it here, you're going to skip 1, 2 space. On the third space you attach on the fourth space, and then fifth space is on the next flower, and sixth space on the next flower, and then you have to attach it here too. So I'll meet you in the next flower for the attachment. Okay, so we're ready to connect the second one. So we're going to do a chain. We need to connect on these two here, and then these two here. So very simple. One chain and the next one. Now if you find that the video is too fast for you, there's 3 little buttons up top. You can click on there, you can slow down the video to your liking. Keep forgetting to mention that sometimes. One chain, back to back, single, and then come back and do your 3 double crochet. Just like that. And then we're going to put the next one here. So I'll meet you on the next one. Okay, you guys, I wanted to come back on to show you that as I was adding this piece on, and I was telling you that you have to have 2 out and then attach. No, I wasn't lined up properly. So I had it attached like this. I could have been fine here, but I didn't attach it properly when I started. So I took this one out, and now I'm going to line it up. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3 out, and 1, 2, 3 out. So you're going to attach it on the fourth one, just to make sure. And I rather come on and tell you the mistake I made, because you can make the same mistake and then you're going to get all frustrated. How are you going to do it to fix it, right? So instead of taking both down, I took the only one down. Now, a lot of creators probably won't come in and tell you I made a mistake and you have to do it this way. You know, they probably feel intimidated or something not to show up and tell you the error or the mistake that was made. But I prefer to do it and show you, because in case you are making that mistake, then you know what to do. You know how to take it down and you know how to re-add it back on instead of taking the whole pattern down, or more work of taking 2 flowers down than one, right? So I prefer to show you because that's just who I am. You know, I could have just changed it, went quiet about it, and not say nothing. But that's just not me. I'd rather show you and tell you this is how it is and the mistake that was done. Okay, so basically, that makes more sense. Now they're more lined up, right? So you're going to have 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3 out. So you're going to line them up. So my mistake was when I added the first one, I didn't add it on the right place. That's why it stayed all mistaken, but now it's fixed. Okay, so I'll meet you on the next one that I need to add on. Okay, so now we're going to add here, here, and here, and here. So 1 chain, and then your single when you're adding. So easy to make a mistake, isn't it, people? Mistakes are common. They're also ways to teach us how to deal with certain things, and patience, of course. It's a great patient teacher. And boy, let me tell you, crochet does need absolutely a lot of patience, because you really have to love this art in order to proceed and do it. Okay, so we're going to go back to back on our first one. It's a beautiful art, but yes, patience is very, very demanding on this type of thing. So again, 1 single, 1 chain, 1 single, and continue on. So what you're doing here on this side, it's exactly what you need to do on the other side, at the other end. I'm not going to record the other end because it's the same procedure on adding them on. So all you have to do is just rewind and follow through. So there it is. So I'll finish mine here. So basically what you did here, you need to do here on this end. So all you have to do is just turn your pattern, rewind the video, and that's it. And then we're going to start adding the other 2 to make the 3, and then 1 more. So I'm only going to have 2 rows of 3. The other pattern has 3 rows of 3. This one's going to have only 2 rows, and then the edge, because it's a small place where I'm putting this one on. Okay. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much created my other flower. we're going to start adding on the side. So this is going to take 3, and this one, well, 3, including with the middle one, and this one too is going to take 2 on the sides. So you would attach here and here. So 1 chain. So very simple, nothing to it, right? And it makes it a beautiful pattern. So you do your 1 chain, 1 single, and then your 3 double crochets into the next space. You do your 3 double crochets again, your 1 chain, and into the other one with a single and 3 double crochets. Now remembering that you can go whatever size you'd like on this, right, by adding more in the center. You can do it several colors, or you can do it on 1 color only. Choice is yours. So you turn your pattern, make it easier for you. So now we're going to do on these 2 here. 1 chain. And come back and create the last 3 into the next space. The same thing, create your 3 double crochets, 1 chain, and add on the last one here, and then again. So we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Two chain separation and 3 more. So that's pretty much it for adding on this. And then you would attach it on the 3rd space with a slip stitch. Cut your thread off, and then tuck in loose ends. So now we're going to add the 2 here and the 2 here. And then you have to continue on and adding on the other side. Just turn your pattern around this way, and then rewind the video, and then continue on again from these. Okay, so I'm just gonna create this one here, add them on, and then you're on your own. Okay, before I forget, because I almost forgot, I was going to do the last one on the other side, and then you would have been stuck if you wanted the same effect that I have on here. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we're going to make this little square without cutting any thread and making it separate. We're going to do it all at the same time as we're doing the flower. Okay, so instead of me attaching on there, so I can show you, because now you know how to put these 2 on, so you know it's going to be these 2 and those 2. We're going to do the little square here. So I'm going to need just checking how much space I need here. So we're going to need 3 space here. 1 to create the square, which I'll show you here. So we're going to need 1 to create the square. We need 2 for the attachment. And then, of course, we're going to put 1 on here, 1 on here, right? And then 2. So you're going to attach it into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, because you have to come back here, 5, 6, 7, 8 places. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to take down a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So basically you would create your 3 double crochets. You would do your 1 chain. You would come to the third one. 1, 2, and 3. So you'd start by there, back to back, and this is if you're going bigger or wider, you do the same thing for these attachments. Okay, so we got 3. Next space, 2 and 3, 1 chain. So you go into the next space because you need to do those 2 attachments. You create your 3 double crochets. Very simple to do and saves you time of cutting thread and going into the center to cover that little space. 1, 2, 3 chain. Okay, so now that we have the 3 chain, we come in, single. Again, 3 chain. 1, 2, 3 chain. We're going to turn our pattern and we're going to add onto the purple one, the middle piece. Okay, with a single, 1, 2, 3 chain again. We're going to add into the other purple piece, as you can see here what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3 chain. We're going to come back where we have the groups of 3 and we're going to close it in with a slip stitch right on the edge of the 3. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. I think I confused myself. So I had added in the wrong place. I had added here after the 3. It's not after the 3. Good God. Thank God I noticed that. So you got to go to the next one to create your 3 after you added your 2 onto the pattern. I apologize for that. So once you add the 2 here, you have to come to the next space to create your 3. That would make more sense, right? 1, 2, and 3 chain, and now you make this little square. And then 1, 2, 3 chain. And it's good that I make mistakes like that and show you so you can learn also. So 1, 2, 3. So another 3 chain. We attached it onto the purple. Now we're going to the next purple. So we're going to attach it on here. Very simple. 1, 2, and 3 chain. And now we come back to where we started the 3 double crochet, and we come into where we started the chain. We close it with a slip stitch. So you see what I just want to show you here. So we close it with a slip stitch and we continue to do the other group of 3 on the same space, obviously, to finish it off. And then into the next space, of course, 1, 2, and 3. So we pretty much have, should be 2, get it more straight here. So 2, and then you have the 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going into the 7th, into the next pattern, next flower on the purple. Close it with the single, create your 3 double crochets. I will show you again once I'm done. Into the next space, so there is no confusion. And we do the 8th one into one chain, into this one here, and we're pretty much attached all of the pieces together. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to show you briefly how it is by explaining so you don't get confused. And then you would finish your flower off, of course. Now, of course, that on the triangle up on the edges, we don't do this because we don't have enough to create squares, right? We need to make it as a triangle, so we're not adding anything on here, right? We're only adding on here. So basically, you would add your 2. You would continue on to the next one, create 3. Chain 3, close it into the next space with single. So don't forget, you don't add here and here at the start. You have to skip this one. So you come into the 3rd one to start closing it in. So you do your chain 3, close with single. Chain 3, single. Chain 3, single, and chain 3 into where we started with the chain 3 with a slip stitch. Continue on creating your group, and then we come with single and close on the other 2 spaces. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 closings. Okay, so very, very simple. If you need to rewind it again, then you do that. So you start by closing with single here. You create your group, close it with single here again. Create your group. When you do your 3 double crochet, you do chain 3. You close it in the center here with single. Chain 3 again, you close it in the center here with single. Chain 3 again, you close it here with a single. Chain 3, you close it with a slip stitch where you started the first chain. Continue on. Come to the next one with a single. Continue your groups again. Come to the last one and your single. Okay, you guys, so I pretty much finished doing, I'm on my last one, of course, here. Pretty much finished doing the small doily. So I added my 2 and I added my 1. Okay, so now we're going to do the edge, and the edge is very, very simple, nothing to it. So we closed in with a slip stitch. I am going to do singles. So this row is pretty much singles, except when we come to the center. We're going to be doing 3 different sizes of chains. So 1, 2, so we put a single in the middle, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I had it a different way when you saw it from the beginning, and then I changed my mind and wanted different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chains. So the middle one is 7, and 2 side ones are 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 back into the middle. So we're creating these little leaves. Now you could use, if you're using 2 colors, I could have used the purple one, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it at this. So singles on each stitch. Very simple, right? We don't want to take away the beauty of the pattern, so I just wanted to give it just a little effect on the edges here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So nothing to it. 5 chains. So it's going to give you that little leaf, if you want to call it. And 7 on the middle one here. And then 5 chain again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So very simple. And then on each stitch, singles. I didn't want to create something bigger than what it is now and take away from, the beauty of the pattern. So you create your last one here. 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back into the same space, and 5 more. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're creating 3 different groups of chains, 2 on each side of 5 chain, and the middle 7. We're going to get to the point where we connect the flowers together, and I'm not putting anything on there except going through with singles. So 1 single here on the middle, 1 single here on the division of the 2 flowers, the attachment, 1 single in the middle here again, and continue the singles until your next loop here to create the chains, okay? Because I had tried to put a chain here on the, show you so you can understand what I'm saying. So I try to put the chains here to create a flower here, well, leaves. And once I did this one, it was too crumpled up, the 3 of them here, so I had to take it all down again and just left it at that so I can give it nice space. And this is about it as far as this goes. So as you can see, I was still working on this big one that I'm still finishing up the chains around. As you can see, I'm almost having them here coming apart. I didn't stretch my thread enough, but it comes out very nice. Of course, once you stretch it out and iron it, it's just, gorgeous. So it gives you that nice little effect. Okay, so that does it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you're creating it, tag me along. Send me the picture through Instagram, because I am creating videos of the people that are creating my patterns, and I'm doing videos with the patterns that they're creating with their names and where they're from. So they can have a nice souvenir up on YouTube also. Thank you so much, everybody. Again, thank you for all your support, and for those beautiful people that are creating my pieces that haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It's free. You're not paying anything for it, okay? And help to grow the channel. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you on the next tutorial. I will have the pictures in display and a little video at the end when I am done complete with both patterns, so you can see how lovely it looks, okay? Any questions, please feel free to ask, okay? Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye.